nothing the government hates more than taxpayer dollars going to waste, right? Well, maybe not. According to a new Treasury Department report, the IRS doesn't really mind it that much. The report shows that the IRS actually discourages workers from looking at fraud, and in some cases it even penalizes them for reporting cases of fraud. Billions of your taxpayer dollars going up in smoke towards fake tax returns. Congressman Charles Boustany of the House Subcommittee on Oversight joins me now. I don't want to believe this is true. Is this true?
Well, this report is scathing, and I've reviewed the report. I had a conversation with Commissioner Shulman yesterday, and he's admitted there were some problems in one of the offices. But to have literally billions of dollars of tax fraud, tax identity theft going on, and we know about certain types of measures that can be taken that have worked, and they have not been used. This is just unacceptable, and we're going to continue to investigate this and work to remedy this very quickly. When
you look at the numbers involved, it's really staggering. Almost 24,000 tax refunds totaling $46.3 million issued to one address in Atlanta. It seems like somebody would pick up on that.
Well, you would hope so, and the commissioner acknowledged major problems with one office that was handling a lot of this. I've submitted a letter with a number of very, very pointed questions, which he's assured me he will answer. He understands this is a serious problem, and it needs to be addressed very, very quickly.
You know, when you drill down on the details to try and figure out how something like that could possibly happen, you have to wonder if there's more to it. For example, you know, I read that they split up a team that was specifically designated to detect this type of fraud. Why was that done?
Well, I asked him that question yesterday, and he did not really give me a full answer on this. And so I'm expecting a full answer shortly on why this happened, because this team basically was successful in rooting out fraud, identity fraud, using these individual tax identification numbers. And so if we have something that works, clearly we ought to be using it and expanding that type of, not stopping it.
But so, what would be the motivation? I mean, why? I mean, if we're saying that this team was specifically broken up who could have made this better, what would be the motivation for trying to look the other way on tax fraud?
Well, that's a great question, and that's what we're trying to get after. I'm concerned that there was a cultural issue going on within the IRS that was leading to this type of this problem.
What do you mean?
Well, meaning that there was this sort of a, just laissez-faire attitude about let things go. We don't need to worry about this. If we start slapping people on the wrist, it's going to create problems in our department. So I don't know what the answer is yet.
What kind of backlash? Because I'm speculating, because I'm just trying to imagine why they would want to look the other way. I mean, I don't think there's a financial benefit to looking the other way. Or is there something that they're afraid of being accused of? I mean, is it just laziness? Why would they look the other way?
Well, I don't want to speculate on that, but I'm going to get to the bottom of it, and we're going to fully investigate that. That's one of the questions I've asked. I wanted to know who made this decision specifically to eliminate this program.
Yeah.
Why did they make it? We've asked those kinds of questions, and I'll be happy to make sure that you have a copy of that letter that we sent.
We would love that. We would love for you to come back then, because I'm very worried about this issue. It's not just about taxpayer dollars. I mean, these taxpayer ID numbers are used by foreign residents who are in this country in place of Social Security numbers, I believe, or who don't have Social Security numbers. So this is really, you know, it's a national security issue as well. Congressman.
Well, it is. Yeah, we did find $4.2 billion in one fiscal year in abuse of these numbers by illegals in this country, claiming child tax credits. My committee found that last year in a hearing. We've moved forward working with the Treasury Inspector General. We're going to root this out and stop it.
Okay, Congressman, the moment you get more information, please come back on the show.
Absolutely.